Have you ever felt an unshakable pull deep within, as if the universe itself is whispering your name? Like your life isn't just random moments, but part of something far more significant, something destined. Across the ages, there have been individuals who answered this call. They stood at the crossroads of history, guiding humanity through its darkest hours and into the light of transformation. These are the chosen ones. Their journeys are extraordinary, and their impact is undeniable. But here's the real question. Could that same call reach you? Today, we're embarking on a powerful exploration into the lives of these remarkable figures, the spiritual awakenings they underwent, and the profound turning points they ignited. But this isn't just about the past, it's about you. By the end of this journey, you might just see how your path aligns with this ancient and sacred narrative. Because maybe, just maybe, it's your turn to step into the role for which you were born. So, take a deep breath, open your heart, and get ready to discover the untold power of the chosen ones and the life-changing moments they were meant to create. Could one of those moments belong to you? Let's find out. The idea of the chosen one has echoed throughout human history, appearing across cultures, religions, and stories as a symbol of hope, transformation, and divine purpose. In spiritual contexts, the chosen one is often someone selected by a higher power to fulfill a mission far greater than themselves, a mission that reshapes the world. Think of Moses, standing before the burning bush, tasked with freeing his people from bondage. Or Esther, a young queen who risked everything to save her people from destruction. David, a humble shepherd, rose to defeat a giant and lead a kingdom. These figures weren't born into greatness. They were called into it, often at their most vulnerable moments, and transformed by faith, courage, and purpose. This archetype isn't confined to ancient scriptures. In modern times, we see echoes of the chosen one in literature and film, from Frodo in The Lord of the Rings to Neo in The Matrix. These characters often start as ordinary individuals, yet they are thrust into extraordinary circumstances that force them to confront their fears, to rise beyond their limitations. Their journeys resonate with us because they mirror our spiritual struggles and awakenings. Chosen ones share certain defining characteristics. They often feel an inner calling, a deep sense that they are meant for something more, even when they don't fully understand it. Their paths are rarely easy. They face profound challenges, whether external obstacles or inner battles with self-doubt. Through these trials, they experience spiritual awakening, transforming their pain into purpose. Interestingly, chosen ones tend to emerge during times of great crisis or change. It is in the darkest moments that their light shines the brightest. History provides countless examples of this. Think of Joan of Arc, a teenage girl who led armies and changed the course of history through her unshakable faith. Gandhi, who led a non-violent revolution that freed a nation, and Martin Luther King Jr., whose dream of equality became the spark for a global movement. These figures didn't seek to be chosen ones. They simply answered a call. And in doing so, they turned the tide of history, proving that sometimes the greatest transformations begin with a single step of courage. The journey of the chosen one always begins with a moment, a spark that awakens them to their greater purpose. For some, this spark takes the form of a divine intervention, a life-altering moment of clarity, or an unshakable realization. For example, Moses heard God's voice from a burning bush, a sight that defied logic and filled him with both awe and trepidation. Joan of Arc, a simple peasant girl, experienced visions so powerful and specific that they gave her the courage to lead an army. These moments aren't always dramatic in appearance, but they carry an undeniable weight. They are moments of awakening, where everything changes, and there is no going back. But these moments are not limited to historical figures or legendary heroes. Spiritual awakenings occur in everyday life, often in ways we least expect. It could be the stillness of a sunrise that suddenly makes us feel connected to something infinite. It might be a sequence of events, a sudden job loss, an unplanned encounter, or a seemingly random book that pushes us toward a new path. or a quiet but persistent inner voice could tell us, "You were made for more." These are our burning bushes, our calls to awaken. The question is, are we ready to listen? Answering the call is a choice, but it's not easy. The path of the chosen one is rarely smooth or straightforward. It is often riddled with profound challenges that test every fiber of their being. One of the first challenges they face is self-doubt. They question their worthiness and wonder if they can fulfill such a monumental purpose. Moses doubted his ability to lead and even protested, "Who am I to do this?" Many chosen ones are uncertain, asking themselves, "Why me?" This inner battle is only compounded by external struggles. Chosen ones often face rejection from the very societies they are called to serve. Despite her divine visions and victories, Joan of Arc was ultimately betrayed and condemned by those who once rallied behind her. Gandhi was imprisoned multiple times for his vision of non-violent resistance. Martin Luther King Jr. faced threats, ridicule, and sacrifice in his fight for justice. Society is often slow to recognize the truth and value of those who challenge the status quo. Yet, through these trials, the chosen ones undergo their greatest transformations. Adversity becomes the forge that strengthens their resolve, chiseling away at fear, doubt, and ego to reveal the core of their true selves. Like gold purified in fire, their challenges refine them, not break them. They emerge with a clarity of purpose and an unshakable determination to fulfill their calling. This process is not just painful, it is sacred. Each hardship carries a lesson, and each obstacle requires a deeper understanding. Through their struggles, they don't just grow, they awaken. Central to this transformation is a deep spiritual alignment. The chosen ones do not act alone or for their glory. They align themselves with a higher purpose, recognizing that their mission is not about them, it's about serving something far greater. For some, this alignment comes through faith in God. For others, it's a connection to the universal consciousness, a deep understanding that their work is part of a larger, divine plan. This alignment is what gives them strength when the world pushes back, and wisdom to act with courage and humility. This spiritual connection transforms their mission from a burden into a blessing. It fills their work with meaning and allows them to persevere even when the road seems impossible. When Martin Luther King Jr. spoke of his dream, he was not just advocating for civil rights. He was embodying a vision of humanity that aligned with a divine sense of justice and equality. When Gandhi preached non-violence, it wasn't just a strategy, but a profound spiritual practice rooted in the belief that truth and love are more powerful than any weapon. The journeys of chosen ones teach us a universal truth. Transformation is not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more fully who we are meant to be. It's about discovering the light within us and letting it shine so brightly that it illuminates the world. Their stories remind us that the call to awaken is not reserved for a select few. It is for all of us. Perhaps you have felt that call, or perhaps you have faced struggles that seemed insurmountable. What if those challenges weren't meant to break you, but to prepare you, to refine you into the person you were always meant to be? The journey may be hard, but it is through the fire of transformation that you find your purpose, your mission, and your true self. And in answering that call, you don't just change your life, you change the world. Throughout history, the chosen ones have emerged during times of profound upheaval, moments when humanity's course seemed uncertain and transformation was desperately needed. These pivotal eras, whether marked by revolutions, spiritual renaissances, or societal collapses, have been shaped by individuals who answered a higher calling and stepped forward with courage and conviction. Their timing is no coincidence. Often, in humanity's darkest hours, the light of the chosen ones shines brightest. Consider the American Revolution, a time of monumental change where figures like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson emerged to lay the foundation for a new nation. The spiritual enlightenment of the Renaissance brought forth visionaries like Leonardo da Vinci and Martin Luther, challenging dogma and inspiring a reawakening of the human spirit. Even during the collapse of societies, such as the fall of the Roman Empire, figures like St. Augustine rose to guide people through the chaos with hope and wisdom. These chosen ones don't just react to the events around them, they redefine what is possible, inspiring others to see the potential for change. The impact of these individuals creates a ripple effect that extends far beyond their immediate actions. Gandhi's non-violent resistance led to India's independence and inspired civil rights movements worldwide, influencing figures like Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela. Joan of Arc's faith and bravery didn't just rally the French army, they also symbolized the power of belief and determination against overwhelming odds. These ripple effects are the true legacy of the chosen ones. Their courage ignites collective shifts in consciousness, awakening a sense of possibility and purpose in others. They remind us that one person's actions can resonate through generations, altering the trajectory of history itself. However, the role of chosen ones is not confined to the past. Their relevance is as critical today as it ever was. We live in a world grappling with immense challenges, climate crises, deepening social divides, and an ever-growing sense of spiritual disconnection. The planet seeks leaders, visionaries, and healers who can guide us through these turbulent times. Are we waiting for the next chosen ones to emerge, or are we meant to become them? In many ways, the call to action has already been made. Across the globe, ordinary individuals are stepping up in extraordinary ways, fighting for environmental justice, advocating for equality, and rekindling the spiritual connections that bind us to one another. These modern-day chosen ones may not wear crowns or lead armies, but their impact is no less profound. They remind us that the role of a chosen one isn't always about grandeur. Sometimes, it's about small, persistent acts of courage that ripple outward to create massive change. As we face today's challenges, we must ask ourselves, what role will we play? Will we wait for someone else to lead us? Or will we recognize that the power to transform lies within us? The chosen ones of history were not superhuman. They were people who dared to listen to the call and who embraced their purpose even when the path was uncertain. Perhaps the next turning point in history is waiting for someone like you to take that first step. In times like these, the legacy of the chosen ones is not just a story, it's a call to action. Their lives remind us that the potential for greatness exists in all of us, and that by answering our call, we can become the turning points the world so desperately needs. Recognizing your own calling can feel like uncovering a secret that's been hidden in plain sight. The signs are often subtle but unmistakable once you start paying attention. One of the most common indicators is an inner sense of purpose, a quiet, persistent feeling that you're meant for something greater. This isn't about ego or ambition. It's a more profound knowing, as though your soul is whispering, you're here for a reason. You may also notice unexplained coincidences or synchronicities that guide your path. These could be chance encounters, opportunities that appear out of nowhere, or repeated signs pointing you in a specific direction. These moments are not random. They are the universe's way of nudging you, reminding you that you are on the right track. Another powerful sign is a pull towards service, spirituality, or justice. You might feel a strong desire to help others, explore the mysteries of life, or stand up against injustice. This pull is often accompanied by a sense of urgency, as if there's no time to waste. It's a call to step out of your comfort zone and align your actions with your values. Once you recognize these signs, embracing your path is next. The first and most important step is reflection. Cultivating awareness through meditation, prayer, or quiet contemplation allows you to tune into your inner voice. It helps you sift through the noise of everyday life and connect with your true purpose. This practice doesn't require perfection, just a willingness to listen and be present. The next step is connection. No chosen one walks their path alone. Seek guidance through scripture, mentorship, or a supportive community. Surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you to grow. Spiritual texts, trusted mentors, or even meaningful conversations with like-minded individuals can provide clarity and strength as you navigate your journey. Finally, take action. Start small, but start now. Align your daily choices with your deeper values. These small acts have a ripple effect, whether it's lending a helping hand, speaking up for what you believe in, or dedicating time to a cause that resonates with you. They build momentum and help you step more fully into your calling. This journey is not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more fully who you are. The signs are there, the path is waiting, and the world needs you to step into your purpose. It won't always be easy, but every step you take brings you closer to the person you were always meant to be. In answering your call, you might become the light that inspires others to do the same. The world has always needed chosen ones to guide it through times of change and uncertainty. Their courage, wisdom, and willingness to answer a higher call have shaped the course of history and transformed lives. But this isn't just about the past, or even about extraordinary figures we've admired from afar. It's about the here and now. It's about us. It's about you. Perhaps it's your time to answer the call. Perhaps the challenges you've faced, the lessons you've learned, and the passion stirring within you are preparing you for this very moment. This journey doesn't require perfection or certainty. It only requires a willingness to take the first step. The world doesn't need you to be flawless. It needs you to be present, to listen to that inner voice, and to move forward with faith and intention. Every small action, every moment of courage can ripple outward in ways you can't yet imagine. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to reflect. And if you feel inspired, we'd love for you to be part of this community. Give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this ongoing journey of discovery, transformation, and spiritual growth. Your support helps us continue to explore these ideas and share them with others who might be searching for their path. We'd also love to hear from you. Do you believe in the idea of chosen ones? Have you ever experienced a moment of spiritual awakening that made you see your life differently? Share your story in the comments below. Let's continue this conversation together. Who knows? Your insight or experience might inspire someone else to recognize their calling. Thank you for being here, watching, and reflecting on these powerful ideas. Remember, the journey of the chosen one isn't reserved for the few. It's a path open to all willing to listen, grow, and act. Perhaps today marks the beginning of yours. Let's walk this journey together.